Hi guys! So today I have a quick tutorial on how to use the diet analysis program that you'll be using in this class. And so you'll be using a program called GB Health Watch, and I have a link to it here in this Canvas assignment. So let's pull that up before I can get my face out of the way. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the GB Health Watch website itself. And when you get to the GB Health Watch website, go under Health Watch 360 account, click on the sign up. And on here, it asks you, you can select up to 3 goals. You may just want to do one, the health and wellness goal, but maybe you want energy level. You can pick what you want on that. For purposes of this class, you really just can have it click on the health and wellness. The next step, it's going to have you put in your email address that you want to use, do a password that you remember, first name, last name. And then you're also going to include this information over here. The male, female, gender really are going to refer to how they calculate your calorie needs. So this is a situation where from a medical basis, male, female will make a difference in terms of calorie needs. So that's where the gender is more referring to medically, how they're going to determine your calorie needs. Birth date, select your lifestyle, select your weight goal. And one comment on weight goal, I would just say that one's a little tricky. So depending on what you'd like to do, maintaining your current weight is great, but I don't like the calorie requirements if you're either losing or gaining weight, because it jumps. So for every pound a week you want to lose, it's going to drop you 500 calories. So you can put that in there, but just be cautious with that. And so I'm going to go over here to my account that I've already logged on to, and I'm going to go into my health tracker. And from my health tracker, or I'm sorry, I'm going to go to check-in, because that's going to get me to some of these. So if you put in a calorie goal, or if you put in a weight goal where you're losing weight and you're not fond of the calorie level it has, you can adjust it, but you need to adjust it before you start putting food in for that day. You can put food in for a day and then decide, wow, that calorie goal is not correct. Your calorie goal is going to show over here, and I'm going to show you how this changes. So if I decided I was not comfortable with the weight that I'm at right now and I want to lose, I don't know, a pound a week, and I'm moderately active still, and then it's going to say, and I'm going to get rid of this number down here, so I'll tell you about this in a second. So my 1565 at my current to maintain my weight, it's going to drop me down to 1208, which is a pretty big drop. So just be aware of that. It can drop quite a bit. You can adjust that. So I can say over here, at 1200 calories, again, coming from my experience, that seems like a pretty low level. I'm going to go back up 300 calories because I feel like that's more appropriate to me, and I can adjust it back. Equally, if you come up with a calorie level you feel seems too low for you, you can adjust it there. So if that feels comfortable, you can use the calorie level that's in there. If you're entering food and it's just there's a big disparity between what you're eating and what it shows, you might want to adjust that calorie level. And then you're going to go to the fitness, they're going to go to the log your food. So to log your food, basically, let's say this is going to show you here what date you're on. If you want to change the date that you're on for some reason, so you want to put in what you ate yesterday, you can put it here, and go to 8/6. You can also go to 8/5. Whatever day you would like to put in, you can put the date in. And then you'd search for your food. So let's say for breakfast this morning I had yogurt. I'm going to say search. It's going to give me some options. I had vanilla, non-fat, and then say add to food log. Now you can go in here on this and you can say the serving size, which is an 8 ounce, doesn't seem right for me, so I can adjust it based on this. I can also adjust, maybe I didn't have this for breakfast, but I had it for lunch. So you can see where you can start putting these foods in, save that food. Yes, I want to save the changes. And then I can go back in and add more foods. So you just make sure you save your foods as you go so that you don't lose them. And so now I'm going to take you back. I put some information in July. I was COVIDing at home and bored and decided to enter some data. And so here I've entered a day here. I've got what I've eaten. And you can see it's got the whole list. It's got breakfast, morning snack, lunch, dinner, And so I can see what was going on there. And then I have a couple other days. So enter your information. What you're going to do is enter 3 days worth. So I can go 7/7. I believe I have it for 7/8. I have information in there. One thing I did do with this, which I kind of feel like is a little, gives you some weird data, is I put in my exercise amount. I tracked my fitness, and it sort of messes with my calories. I was really bored. I was doing literally 2-hour workouts a day back then. That didn't last very long, but yeah, so that was a crazy fitness. And I entered that data based on my iWatch. So I would recommend maybe not doing that because it really kind of messes with, how many calories you have. So once you get all your data in for those 3 days, go to the reports. And here's where so I should say you can do the Health Watch, and you'll notice you can download the app on your phone, which is handy because it has a QR reader. So if you've got foods, it can recognize some of them, it won't recognize all of them. And so you can enter it on your phone. Obviously you have the same sign in as you have if you were to go web-based. But in order to get the report that's required for this class, you're going to have to go web-based. So I can look at each day right here and see, I can scroll down, and as we talk about in future uses of this, you're going to be looking at how many added sugars did I have, how did I do on added sugar. It's going to tell me my top source of added sugar right here. And so you'll need that information in future reports. But you can kind of look, it gives you the pretty obvious, not doing so well here in fat, saturated fat, doing moderately, probably need to work on in the orange faces, I guess, and I'm doing pretty good when it comes to this. So the report that you'll need for this class is this PDF. So right here, I'm on the current day report, so it's only going to give me a report for the day of 7/9. In order to get the 7-day report, click on the 7-day report, I'm asking you guys for 3 days worth of data. There is no 3-day average report. When I click this 7-day, it will give me everything I've consumed in the last 7 days. So if I have days where I didn't put any food in, then it only gives me an average of whatever days are in there. So your 7-day report essentially is your 3-day report. And so you're going to download that PDF, and then you're going to have this nice little PDF right here. And so this is what you're going to submit. When you look at your PDF, make sure you scroll down. Make sure that there's 3 dates, at least 3 dates on here worth of food intake. If any one of those days, and it'll say it right, only days with the registered calorie intake of greater than 700 calories are going to be used to generate this report. It'll show you the average of the days. So if I have a day where I only put in 400 calories or 698 calories, it's not going to use that day. And I would say for most of you, there may be circumstances where some of you eat less than 700 calories and contact me directly. But for most of you, you're eating more than that. Or you have a day that you just didn't capture all the food you ate, or it was not a typical day for you. So when you do the report, you want to pick typical days because that gives you the best information. So this report, you're then going to just save to your computer. So I'm just going to say file. For me, it's just easier to go print because I've got a Mac. And so I'm going to say save as a PDF. And I'm going to save it on my desktop. Joanne's intake PDF. And so I'm just going to save it on my desktop. Okay? And so that's the information you're going to need for this first report. That's the document that you're going to upload in the assignment that talks about uploading a document. Great. And that's all I have for you today. Good luck and have fun with this assignment.